And before we really get started, there's something we gotta do here. Morning, Champion MC. Here to let your precious Pokemon rest. Sure. Holy crap, look at all those love balls. Oh, by the way, did you know? Here we go. Now that you have a Hall of Fame badge, you've unlocked the judge function. I've unlocked the judge function for you. The judge function. While in your boxes, you can press the plus button twice to navigate to and check the individual strengths inherited to your Pokemon. Or did you already know that? Well, I do hope my little tidbit comes in handy. Come back and see us again whenever you need. What do you mean that you are? Did I already know that? I didn't have access to it, so you gave it to me. Let's see what we got. Special attack here is best, and speed is fantastic. Defense is best, so I decided I'm going with this Sobble. Even though it's still got a nature to be fixed. But we can fix it. We got the mints for it. That kind of sucks when looking at my Charizard. It's got a very good special attack, but a best attack. But it's supposed to be a special attacker, not an attacker. Might have to get another Charmander. I'm probably going to sort through everybody that I have and breed or catch new ones to get the best nature or get the best stats. Like, really, why does Annihilate have the best special attack but decent attack? Also got the wrong nature. No, that's what I'm talking about for Magnezone. It's shiny. It's got the best special attack. It's also got the best defense. Yeah, the best attack. I don't care about that one. It's nice being able to check this stuff and then realizing how trash some of the stuff you have is. All right, now it's time to get everybody of level. And Sobble is evolving. Congratulations, your Sobble evolved into Drizzle. What Drizzle is evolving? I don't say it like that. I don't care. I don't care if it really is pronounced Drizzle. Besides, we have Inteleon now. Let's learn Snipe Shot. Yes, we can. I need to at least give it the right nature going forward. And we're back. Hello. It is time for more Pokemon Scarlet. And you may be thinking, if you saw the last episode, probably didn't. What are we going to do today? Well, we only caught 2 of the Paradox Pokemon, so we got to go catch the other Paradox Pokemon and Koraidon. But first, before we get into that, I started getting 5-star raids, or in one of those 5-star raids, I caught this here Fighting Fire Tauros. It is joining the squad mainly because it's a special form of Tauros. That's the only reason. I don't really have another one. But there's something else that I caught, but I didn't really record it, so I'm not going to bother trying to put in the clip. But I will show you what I caught. And I'll explain why I did. So I noticed that people have been using sandwiches to really get ahead when it comes to catching shiny Pokemon. And well, let's just say I decided to use just a sandwich to up an outbreak because there was a mass outbreak and a shiny Swablu popped up. So yeah, that's now in the squad because we found it. We got it. And it's gold. That's all I have to add. Come on. Stats are okay. Stats are great. I didn't even notice that there was like an overall amazing stats. Yeah, sure. So Garganacl is probably the one with the best stats that I have. So if it's saying amazing stats, I'm guessing amazing is where it caps off at. I don't have enough amazing. I'm glad that Chi-Yu is amazing because Chi-Yu can't be caught again. Sadly, Chien-Pao only has great. Amazing, good, good, good. Okay. Which is disappointing considering that it's shiny, so I can't just replace it. Good, okay, 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 okay. Great! Here's the thing. It says great for Magnezone, but I'm satisfied. Because it has best on special attack and a best on defense. And a pretty good on HP. So I'm satisfied there. But This just shows I did not catch well. Overall, I caught okay and good. Hold on, let me check on the gimme ghouls. Okay, good, great. Looks like I need to go gimme ghoul hunting and make sure I get myself a really good gimme ghoul that says amazing on it. All right, but enough of that. We got to go back to area 0. To the 0 gate. So that way we can catch the other Paradox Pokemon and Koraidon. Because Koraidon is waiting down here for us to catch. The one that AI Sada had. Which I don't get why you can't use the one that you have. Kind of seems like you can in a way, but at the same time you can't. I don't get it. Wait, can you teleport to... No. All you can do is to another research station. And there's no point in that. Okay. Let's get out of here. So we're already inside the cave. I don't know if there's Paradox Pokemon outside of the cave. Great Tusk! Great Tusk! Wait, do we have what we want up front? Yeah, it works. I feel like I caught it off guard, even though it doesn't make sense. All right, Great Tusk. Would you like to get caught in a quick ball? I would love it if you would. Sure, it doesn't want to. Holy crap, it did! We got a Great Tusk. That quickly. I think there's a total of 6 Paradox Pokemon. Uzel. You're kind of getting in the way right now. So with this, I have 3. Also, I'm not counting Koraidon as one of the Paradox Pokemon, even though technically it is. It's a Paradox Cyclizard. Or Lazar. Registered Great Tusk Paradox Pokemon, ground fighting type, height 7'3", weight 705.5 pounds. Sightings of this Pokemon have occurred in recent years. The name Great Tusk was taken from a creature listed in a certain book. It's not at the box. I'm not going to bother looking for good EVs, IVs, nature, anything like that right now. Right now, I'm just catching all the paradoxes I can. There's a lot of Screamtails out. All right, so I got to find, what is it, Sandy Shock, Raging Moon, or Roaring Moon, not Raging. Ooh, there's an item on top of this. A TM, one would say. Oh, come on, please, 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 please. Sweet, it latches. Who's the other one I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of? Oh, Root Bonnet. That's right. I think I'd see that one. I wouldn't think that one would be special. Roaring Moon I could see being a bit difficult to find. I'm not seeing any of the other Paradox Pokemon, just the first 3 that we've caught. Ooh. 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 We're gonna do it now. Koraidon. Hi. Yeah, it's nice to see you too. I'd like to save my Master Ball for I don't know what, but I just want to save it. So if you could just... Ooh. Thank you. Let's go with the quick ball. Please just get in the quick ball. I love a quick catch here. Yeah, I was hopeful. Too hopeful. All right, let's go with Dazzling Gleam. Please don't die. That's the reason why I saved. If it dies, I'm... Yep. Oh, shoot, that's right. I still gotta go to the director's office. Yeah, I'll do that later. Actually, I think I'm technically not supposed to be here until I go to the director's office. Also, let me see. I should probably teach hypnosis or something to someone. Do we have a hypnosis here on? No. I guess Mischievous was never really known as one to put Pokemon to sleep. That was more towards Ghastly. Well then. I have a different plan. Not sure how well it'll work, but... Flare-Mane, you're gonna go away for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, still got Nuzzle. Cool. That's all I wanted. Who got alerted by me? Who done been alerted by my presence? Maybe it was Dunsparce. Hi, Koraidon. Can we try this again? Please don't die this time. Well, with Raichu out, you probably won't. I'm gonna forego trying to use a quick ball. I don't think it's gonna work. Also, did I even pick up the Master Ball yet? Maybe I was supposed to get that at the director's office, like, now. Live, Raichu, live. Thank you. So all you needed to do was live, and you did it. I'm proud of you. You little electric mouse, you. Alright. Why? How can we move first? Oh, because it's paralyzed. Duh. That was a stupid question. That did not do much at all. Bye, Raichu. You were a big help. I hope you know that. Alright, now... I don't want to go with. No. None of these are good for this. Let's go Gyarados. Just because there's a resistance to fighting. And the fire attack. Let's go. Again, nothing is good. Barely did a thing. It's defense fellow. Yeah, we're just gonna wear it down right now. I think that's the best I can do. Lower the defense a little more. That's what I'm talking about. It's paralyzed and can't move. That's what I like to see. And the harsh sunlight faded. That means you're gonna get a little weaker, right? Defense didn't go down. Its attack is still up, so that's still gonna do a number. All right, go ahead and crunch. Let's recharge. I think as long as this doesn't crit, we're good. All right, we're in the money now. We'll live, right? Barely. I figured that we might just because, yeah, not very effective. I don't know. Just go with the regular Ultra Ball. I don't really want to put it in a Dusk Ball. That didn't work. No, Gyarados! All right, my brand new Inteleon, go out there. Look, not one of its moves are very effective at all. All of them are not very effective. I might have to just go with the Dusk Ball. I might not have a choice. Here to be caught. Paralyzed, couldn't move. All right, I'll switch over to Dusk Ball. I really do wish there was a way that you could like customize Pokeballs. Because I don't really want the look of the Dusk Ball on Koraidon. Defense rose. Wait, no, we're not attacking. We're catching. Okay, stop with the Linkin Park Jay-Z collaboration album. Or EP. It was an EP. All right, Tauros, go. Please hold on. I'm going to need to see about getting the other form of Tauros from Violet. Wow, okay. Not very effective. We're the same type. Actually, we're not the same type, but firefighting, you're dragon fighting, you're using a fire move. Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. Good. Can Tauros learn Flame Charge? Should, right? I feel like that's just the move that would make the most sense for this Tauros. Out of any move. More than close combat, more than Flare Blitz. Flame Charge. Did that little rock in the air mean it was going to catch? Because I noticed it had a little rock in the air before it caught. Gazelle is going to evolve, I believe. Yes, you can get rid of Tackle. Gazelle, you're really blocking greatness right now. I'd like for you to stop. Okay, it's not evolving. Koraidon. Paradox Pokemon. Fighting Dragon. I gotta do it through all this. Apex build. Height 8'2", weight 668 pounds. This seemed to be the Wing King mentioned in the old expedition journal. It was said to have split the land with its bare fists. It doesn't have bare fists, it has dragon fists. But did it count as us having it because of the one that we've been traveling around with? What was with all that sound? Like it was unhappy or something. All right, for starters, Raichu, you're going back in the box. Fluttermane, you're coming out. I need to heal everybody up. Shut up. Speed best, attack best, special attack best. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Good. So I can't get another one of these. I have too many unreplaceable things in my squad. The shinies, the legendaries, the mythicals. But at the same time, not all of them are amazing. I'll cut here, and I'll be back when I find something. Will I be able to find these Pokemon if I head up, back out towards the surface? Oh, no, there's Brute Bonnet right there. Hi, Brute Bonnet. Quick Ball? Quick Ball, yes. Quick Ball, no. Thrash, you think that's gonna work on a ghost? Yeah, big dummy, you. I don't want to use Dazzling Gleam, that will kill it. Power Gem? Screamtail just watching. Okay, that will hurt. That would definitely hurt. That was a good choice on your part. Not that I'm trying to praise you for it, but... Is Great Tusk just standing on the fence? Okay, that was another bad decision. Yeah, Great Tusk is just standing on the fence. What are you doing, Great Tusk? And we got ourselves a Brute Bonnet. Registered Brute Bonnet, Paradox Pokemon, Grass Dark type, height 3'11", weight 46.3 pounds. It's possible that the creature listed as Brute Bonnet in a certain book could actually be this Pokemon. These descriptions suck. Here we go. Why can't he evolve in the cave? Congratulations, your Buzzelle evolved in a float cell. Registered Floatzel. Sea Weasel Pokemon. Water type, height 3'7", weight 73.9 pounds. With its flotation sac inflated, it can carry people on its back. It deflates the sack before it dives. That would make sense. That'd make a lot of sense. Yo, Screamtail! No! Let's mission some this week. I guess we can go ahead and Phantom Force you. Yeah, Great Tuscus on the fence, and it's still there. You lift? That's not good. Oh, Hyper Voice? That's fine. Phantom Force you one more time. So there's actually 3 more Paradox Pokemon I gotta get. I gotta get Slitherwing, Sandy Shock, I think, and Roaring Moon. All right, so wait, too far. Who is the replacement? Choodle? I think it's Choodle. Then after that is Mastiff to aim for Mabosstiff. Such a weird name. I'll make a cut until we find another Paradox Pokemon that we haven't caught yet. That wasn't there. What? I wasn't even looking where I was going. Okay. Okay. Okay, no. You gotta get in the ball. Raichu. Raichu. Stop it. Get in the ball. Doesn't look where I was going, and I instantly just run into a shiny Raichu. How does this happen? I didn't even... Was it actually even in front of me, or did it spawn in as I ran into it? Like that one giraffe rig back there. Is there something I can hit it with that isn't going to do much damage to it at all? Probably not. I just gotta keep throwing balls at it and hope that it catches. There we go, we got it. Nice. We now have a shiny Raichu. Yeah, it's more orange, you can tell. Holy crap. What are the chances? Apparently, looking it up, Slitherwing is near Research Station 2. I think this is number 2. Yeah, this is number 2. So exit the station and climb up the mountains behind it. At the top is where Slitherwing most regularly spawns. So up there. Okay, I guess I can't latch onto the side of the building. Slitherwing! Ha! Oh, I like the way you just stand up on your hind legs like that. Makes you look like you're not a bug, but like a actual... I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You know what? It's the only one I see. Let's go. Hi, Slitherwing. This thing does seem intimidating. But you know what? Quick fall. Maybe you don't have to be that intimidating. Yep, not that intimidating. Haha. We got you, Slitherwing. Choodle wants to learn headbutt? Sure. Why do I feel like I've already leveled up Choodle, though? Until it evolved. Here comes another bad Pokedex entry. Slitherwing, Paradox Pokemon, Bug Fighting type, height 10'6", weight 202.8 pounds. This mysterious Pokemon has some similarities to a creature that an old book introduced as a Slitherwing. Yeah, these descriptions just suck. So bad. All right. Where the heck is Sandy? Sandy! Sandy in Demo, Texas. Sandy Shocks is one of the harder Pokemon to locate in Pokemon Scarlet, as it has an incredibly low spawn rate. You'll only be able to find it in Area 0, where the rest of the Paradox Pokemon spawn. The most reliable location is just outside Research Station 2. Hey, gummit. If you're gonna do this, at least be shiny. Oh, are we super effective anyway? No, let's just run then. Probably best not to host a picnic here. Come on, Girafarig. Is it your fault that I can't have a picnic? It better not be. It's either there's too many Pokemon around, we're on a slope, or it's Area 0. One of those being the reason why I can't picnic is most likely. Yeah, I don't know if I can pick. I don't think I can picnic here. Frickin'. Oh, you're hideous. Let's go. What are you weak to? No move that Fluttermane has. Let's just try a quick fall, like normal. Yeah, it didn't work. Metal Sound! I wonder if Metal Sound is supposed to sound like screechy brakes. I'm not going off the sound that they put in-game, but thinking about how it would sound in reality, I'd imagine it'd be like squeaky brakes. Just keep hitting it with the Power Gem. I think it could take one more. Heavy Slam. Ah, that's right, because we're part fairy. No wonder that was super effective. What is Sandy Shocks typing right now? Of course, we're choosing the next Pokemon. I'm not losing you. Go Tauros. All right, now we should be able to just catch it. Yo, even its shiny version looks like Magnetons. Like, it's still got the yellow eyes that Sandy Shocks has, but it turns gold with black magnets, which is the exact same layout that you have for Magneton, which I know because we had one, but then we evolved it. Electric Ground. So yeah, it's just not Steel type anymore. That's why it's Sandy. Is the hair on Sandy Shock supposed to be like, you know how you have that magnetic dust and you put a magnet to it and then it makes all these forms? Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, Sandy Shocks, Paradox Pokemon, Electric Ground, height 7'7", weight 132.3 pounds. No records exist of this Pokemon being caught. Data is lacking, but the Pokemon's traits match up with the creatures shown. in an expedition journal. Whoa! Never would have seen that part of the description coming. All right. We have one more to find. Oh, wait, Choodle's evolving. All right, what Choodle's evolving? Congratulations, your Choodle evolved into Dreadnought. Boom. Wants to learn Rock Tomb? Yeah, sure, whatever. And then there was one. Oh, we need to go heal Fluttermane. But we also got to get rid of Dreadnought. Just realized I was on the wrong box. So now all these Pokemon, Paradox Pokemon that I'm catching and the Shiny Raichu could just be going randomly to the back of all the random Pokemon that I caught when I want them to go to a specific location. Yep. Here all of you random ones are. Okay, this Raichu needs a mint. How are you going to make it special attack down? And then you boost defense? Defense is its worst stat. With the boost. It's special attack. Okay. All right, I'm looking up in how to get to Roaring Moon. So it's in a hidden cave biome. To find the hidden cave, you got to go to Research Station 3, which we just teleported to. You're sitting outside the building. You'll be able to see a tree. Access by going through the stone arch. This way is what it means. Slightly to your left. Head to this tree, and when you reach it, you'll find a collection of boulders. Wait, to your left, and in between said stones, there's a small passageway. What? Oh. Roaring Moon is in here? Hello, Roaring Moon. You're not a Roaring Moon. You're a Chansey. Roaring Moon. Yo, any others? There's a lot of not Roaring Moons here. Gee, I wonder what you guys are. You know what? Come out. Make sure that none of you are shiny. Yeah, none of you are shiny. Alright, so this is the cave of the Roaring Moon. But I only saw the one Roaring Moon. I'll keep going up. Fluttermane, Sableye. Steel Beam! Oh boy, now I can do construction. What witchcraft was done here? Alright, I don't see any other Roaring Moons, so I need to go back to the entrance to that one. Or it's probably gone and now I gotta find a new one. It's probably gone and I gotta find a new one. Huh. No, those aren't at the same spot. I was about to say these are still here, but no, they're not. That's not what that was. Okay, yeah, I need to wait for anyone to spawn. Roaring Moon! Come out and play! Like, seriously, where the heck are you? Should have gone for that one that I saw. Roaring Moon! Come out, wherever you are! No, I'm just gonna fast forward until we run into it. You know what? Behind the waterfall works. Let's do this! I didn't catch it off guard. I kind of wanted to catch it off guard. All right, quick ball. Yeah, that didn't work. Not super effective. Kind of gets canceled out by... Yeah. The fairy typing cancels out the dark super effectiveness on ghosts. There goes another Night Slash, and Fluttermane is down yet again. Bummer. Choose next Pokemon. Italian, go. Wait. Gyarados, you go. This might actually work out better. If you crunch it, I don't think you'll kill it. Yeah, Night Slash didn't do this too much. I think we can hit once more. Just once, though. Dragon Dance. I got that too. I didn't want to use it, though. Oh. That's the limit. That right there is the limit. Try an Ultra Ball. If this doesn't work, then I will switch to a Dusk Ball. Because we are in a cave. We got it. We got Roaring Moon. We got all the Paradox Pokemon available. Because there is also Crashing Wake or Walking Wake. Walking Wake. But that was special event. Yeah, sure, you can learn Bite. But it is to mention that both Pokemon will return in future event when talking about Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Good. Because I missed the chance to get them the first time because I wasn't far enough in the game in order to get it the first time. Roaring Moon, Paradox Pokemon, Dragon, Dark type, height 6'7", weight 837.8 pounds. It is possible that this is the creature listed as Roaring Moon in an expedition journal that still holds many mysteries. Yeah, all of these for the Paradox Pokemon suck. And I don't think there's anything left to do with the Paradox Pokemon for now. We have to wait until that event comes back where we can get Walking Wake and the DLCs. Because you know they're going to drop more Paradox Pokemon with the DLCs. But for now, I think we should head on out of here. Go back to the Academy. The gradient on Fluttermane looked a little weird to me. But no, I think it's normal. Head back to the Academy, talk to the director. And also, actually, whoa, no. Let me slip through here. They're really trying to catch me here. Also, one thing that I got before, I haven't mentioned it yet. Where is it? It's here, right? It's got to be here. No, maybe it's not here. Here? Basil looks just like a mint. Where is it? Here we go. The Spicy Herba Mystica. I got this off of battling a 5-star raid. Not the one with Tauros. So, we need to talk to 2 people about that. First, like I said, we do need to get out of here. Wait. Let's get out of here. We got to go this way. Go to that station and then teleport all the way back up to the top. Also, we got to heal. Fluttermane's kind of down. Yeah, next episode. Draft break try. Next episode, I'll be using quite a bit of the Paradox Pokemon. Although I think the next episode, I'm going to be rematching gym leaders. And the Zero Gate. I'm not going to make a cut this time. I'm just going to stick with you guys. Or have you guys stick with me. Because, yeah. There's really not much more left to all this. Although I kind of want to make the cut during that load. All right. Back to Mesagoza. Before we go to the academy, we got to go to the sandwich shop. For one very specific reason. You'll see what it is. So I went to go get more sandwich recipes because I realized, oh, we probably gotten more and I haven't been back in a while because my repertoire of sandwiches was pretty sad. So I'm going to go make sure that we're good on sandwich instruction. Delibird presence is not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for, I think. Never mind, this is not what I'm looking for at all. Where's the sandwich shop where the dude teaches you different sandwich recipes? Gotta be around here somewhere, right? This way? Here. New sandwiches. Hey, isn't that one of those urban something or others you have there? Oh, I feel the inspiration. Recipes are making themselves in my head right now. Weird way to phrase it, but okay. You learn how to make new master level sandwiches. Those are some wild recipes I came up with just now. Give them a try sometime. They'll make top tier sandwiches for sure. What you guys say? I don't need this. I just thought I'd check it out. All right, and back to the academy I go. Hold up a second. Do you care how big your Pokemon are? I think really, really big ones and really, really small ones at the same time are pretty cool because then you get like a very big difference that you could tell. Like your two Pachirisus. It's awesome that they're such different, so different in size, but I don't think that one is extra, extra small, and I don't think that one is an extra, extra large. You know what? I'm done talking. We're gonna go back to the academy. Run in, and run in. Oh, this is the right way. Ooh! Made it. Ooh! Made it again. I don't know how to make the sound effects when jumping. It wasn't necessary. I just did it. Now, who do we talk to first? I think I'm going to go talk to Sagato first. Yeah, we'll talk to Sagato first. Is training? No, my classes are done. At least for now. Wait. Homemaker room? Where's Sagato? There he is. Master MC, have you anything to report about the sweet Urban Mystica? No, I have the spicy. Never mind. That's right, he doesn't like spicy foods. So I guess he just needs a sweet, which we don't have. All right, so the director's office then. I thought he just needed an Urban Mystica. Ha! Looks like the hero's finally here. Will you care to join us, Master MC? We're in for your earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. What would you be angry about? I merely called you all here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the ancient Pokemon from running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. We had permission from the professor. Plus, 2 of us are champions. We're allowed to go, aren't we? Heh, you got us there. However, Since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. Whew. So we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Oh, before I forget, Master MC, there's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends has also has received one already. So this is for you. Hey, I don't need it. Master Ball, the very best Pokeball with the ultimate level of performance. With it, you can catch any wild Pokemon without fail. Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago. That gift is one we bestow only upon students who have achieved truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor what the badge represents by striving always to serve as a model for your fellow students. I guess I'll try. Oh? Well, I suppose you must be rather worn out from your recent adventures. Well, I was thinking that I didn't set a very good example considering that I went to the Great Crater when I apparently wasn't supposed to. And Master Arvin, I was so sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well, yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out my mom had died. But weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now, for the first time in ages. The Great Crater, I got to learn a bit about my mom's research and what she was trying to achieve down there. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? That's not an excuse at all. All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done! Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last bit till graduation with my buds here, and my boss, of course. Well said, Master Arvin. You truly are your mother's son. Of course, I must remind you that you're nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. You succeed. Success? No, of your success. What? Let's not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public, your new champion rank at least should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Oh, I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously? Could we not? Classic Nimona. A Pokemon battle contest, you say? While your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona, I think that's a fine idea. But please understand that a large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We have many other school activities to keep an eye on after all. Pardon my intrusion. I couldn't help it over here. Yeah, I knew it was her. The Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Prima! La Primera, I mean. Well. A most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talent. Though, that's not to say only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokedex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer at the academy. Whoa! We get to battle the teachers? You'd compete too, right, Primera? Is that even allowed? The chairwoman's not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think she's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Wait, for real? I mean, I knew she was on another level, but wow. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I would gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all, but I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work that I simply must attend to. Aw, can't you free yourself up sometime somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion MC would agree to lend me a hand with my work. Where should I start? Excellent answer. Much obliged, Champion MC. I'll get straight to it. I would like it if you go out and inspect Palladia's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for all those aiming to achieve champion rank? Or has their brilliance started to fade? To find this out, I ask that you bring your full might as champion to bear against each of the gym leaders and test their prowess in battle. They are all trainers of exceptional talent handpicked by me personally. I do not expect you'll find any cracks in their armor, but, well, consider it a formality. This will also provide the perfect stage for you to for your first appearance as a new champion. Since all the gym leaders will be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they might be more of a challenge than when you faced them before. You'll get to have an all-out battle with the gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now then, on to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny how to patch the weaknesses in the league point system. But there's a bunch of anime I missed, and I was just gonna binge. Would you just get High Dive also? I just got High Dive. I'm gonna be watching Reincarnate as a Sword. I like all those. My Isekai Life. Yeah. I'm watching all those. The Imminence in Darkness? Of Darkness? One of those. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. I mean, I'll do it. I'll help. Let me help. Excellent. We'll leave you all to it then. Come now, Penny. I feel her. This is awesome, MC. Show this inspection thing who's boss so La Prima can join our tournament, okay? And enjoy taking another swing at the gym gauntlet while you're at it. I'll take care of filling out the forms and other administrative stuff so the ball gets rolling on the tournament in the meantime. I say, it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a crucial role to play. What is Arvin doing? Penny assisting the league, our new champion inspecting gyms, Nimona arranging the event. Give it your best, everyone. Because my role is so obvious it goes without saying. What'd it be, though? Where'd the director go? Use your map to find your next destination. Well, not right now. That'll be for next time. But before we end things off, I haven't checked my Pokedex in a while. Let's see. Ooh, we got luxury balls. And we got some medium candies. You know what? I think there's someone that we can find now before we end things off. Of course, I got to start creeping. The biology lab. Exactly where I thought it had to be. Hi, Jack, Jacques, however you say your name. I'm going with Jack, as always. Hello, MC. I see you've already registered 200 species of Pokemon into your Pokedex for me. Here, go ahead and take a look. Wow, Pokemon from the mountains, Pokemon from the sea. Wait, what? No way! You even found Pokemon in a place like this? Yeah, I went to the Great Crater. Sorry about that. I got a little excited there. My Pokemon research is moving along super duper splendidly thanks to you. Here, take this. Consider it my way of saying thanks. 20 quick balls. Oh boy! I'll make up for all the ones that I used catching Pokemon this episode. You're a bona fide Pokemon catching professional, MC. Your next goal, it's finally time to go for a completed Pokedex. Aim for 400 species. This is no easy feat, but I'm sure you can do it. Keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Yeah, I might do like a bonus while waiting for the DLC to come out where I just fill up the rest of the Pokedex. Let's go to the front entrance. And that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, deuces. Such beauty only to be marred by ugly piles of junk. I can't stand it. Are they talking about the Team Starbase over there? Desiree? This is an easy win.
Not a challenge at all. All right, while we're waiting for Fluttermane to come back, let's take a look at our surroundings. Do we have anything special around us? Something that may be a different color than what it's supposed to be? Serving says no. That's all you got? Okay. Yes, sure, Mastiff. You can learn Headbutt. Get rid of Home Claws. So what do you guys say now, Desiree? Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have taken out my frustration on you. You're only sorry because you got beat. I need a new job. Don't we all? Maybe working at the Pokemon Center near here would be more fun than my current job. And what is your current job? Esther. Now I'm just curious about what her job is. Why does she hate it so much? Let's send this in one term. I could say too a Phantom Force, but I kind of want to move on with the recording. It's 2:20 in the morning right now. So what's your job? Gah! I've got to go heal my Pokemon. So I'm still not going to get to know what your job is, huh? Wait, what about if I talk to you again? Kids like you must keep the workers at the Pokemon Center busy all the time. Just say you want to work at a Pokemon Center. That's all you need to do. All right, she's going to tell us about the power of music. The power of music can bring joy to the world. It can also make you very depressed. Tatiana. I would know. Depressing music is my favorite kind. Nothing is super effective? It's only effective? Well, just go with Dazzling Gleam. I don't think Wigglytuff is big on defense or special defense, just HP. Ooh, what else you got? Grumpig? Send it. I'll finish it. In 2 turns. Let's not forget to look at our surroundings, since we especially here. His name is Vermilion, right? This is kind of bad when you're in a battle. Your attention could go anywhere except for the battle. Because you're just looking for shinies and whatnot. Sure, you can learn Payback. Here to bite. It doesn't freaking matter. I'm not using Mastiff. Cricketsoon. Nah, let's stick with what we got. I can't even see it. There it is, but now I can't see my Pokemon. There it is! Now I can't see me. There I kind of am. There we go. There's a nice bird's eye view. That's my one thing about this battling system now. It's hard to get everything encapsulated. Bow to the power of music! Nah, I'm good. I love music, but I'm not bowing to the power of it. I just got a chestnut. It's a hacks one. I'm not saving hacks. I'm not even gonna breed it. This is disappointing. This is so boring. No, it's more disappointing than boring, but tell me what your problem is. My boyfriend and I came here for a picnic, but I guess I've got some free time to battle you. Why do I have this feeling that he's gonna be somewhere else waiting? Like you just got the wrong location. And you know what? It's not my problem, so I don't really care. You have fun waiting. Oh, I should have changed who's out front. Can't believe that you're weak to rock type, especially since you're also strong against rock type. Catherine. I would normally switch to the next Pokemon, but the next Pokemon is weak to this. Ooh, it's shuddering in anticipation. I never really understood what that does. Never have. Yeah, I should look it up. Yeah, I'll do that. We got time. Pokemon and this. Just realized I don't really know how to spell anticipation. I don't want to spend the brain power on figuring it out either. Ooh, how exciting! It just says it can sense the opponent's dangerous move. Like, I don't freaking care. I'd rather have an ability that's truly useful. Maybe it helps in competition, but just casual gameplay. I don't care what the other move is. I hope this goes well. Are you the boyfriend? I came here for a picnic with my girlfriend. I'm so nervous. Help me calm my nerves. So, which spot are the two of you supposed to meet up, Stefan? Because you're both on the right side of the beach, just at wrong points of it. Unless you count sides of the beach not being at the lighthouse, but being at the water. Then you're both on the wrong side of the beach. Why have I still not switched out who's out front? I feel like I've seen this gag in Pokemon before where it's boyfriend and girlfriend trying to be at the same place, but didn't get the right memo. No, I'm still so nervous. This was such a big step. Is the picnic too much? Too fast? Oh, you're so young. You're so young. Also want to talk to you and see if you know. Can't wait to hang out with my girlfriend, just making sandwiches and relaxing together. Well, one of you's got to move over to the other. I have this feeling you two are never going to meet. I'm sorry about your relationship. Dude is fixated on Team Star. What do you got to say about them? I came here to join Team Star. Well, Jordy, you're kind of not completely in the right spot yet. You got to go down the hill to reach them. Like, yeah, I can't even... Okay, I can't pull out to see them. Alright, best way to handle this... Just headbutt it. We're not especially strong against this. We're just especially strong. Let's try... Ooh! We're sticking with what we got. Why not start raining on us? Flamethrower. I bet the rain weakened that. I bet the rain strengthened that. Are you freaking kidding? When does Mastiff evolve? If I can't even defeat a regular old student, will I even make the cut for Team Star? A regular old student? A homie? I'm the champion! The newish wine. Good send. Really good send. Sandwiches. Yes. May I ask why sandwiches? Apparently, this one Earl thought up sandwiches because he wanted to be able to eat while keeping a hand free to play games. Right. Why were sandwiches invented? How were... I'm Googling it. Sandwiches I didn't heal up? Guess I didn't. Flamethrower. Holy crap, she's right. In 1762, John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. Wait, what? Invented the meal that changed dining for. He was the Earl of Sandwich, so he ended up calling things between 2 slices of bread sandwiches. As the story goes, he was playing cards and did not want to leave the gaming table to eat. He asked for a serving of roast beef to be placed between 2 slices of bread so he could eat with his hands. Sandwich was a title that got put on a food. He was the Earl of Sandwich. The 4th one. I guess Pokemon battling isn't really my game. Seems I can't pull it off one-handed. Oh, here we go, finally. What Mastiff is evolving? Ursaring's just in the back, sitting there watching. Congratulations, your Mastiff evolved into Mabostiff. Mabostiff? Mabostiff, boss Pokemon. Dark type. Height 3'7", weight 134.5 pounds. This Pokemon can store energy in its large dewlap. What's a dewlap? Mabostiff unleashes this energy all at once to blow away enemies. What is a dewlap? Yes, I'm Googling it. Is a longitudinal flap of skin or similar flesh that hangs beneath the lower jaw or neck of many vertebrates. So basically where its chin really hangs down, where you would think there would possibly be a double chin, but there's not because that's not how it's built. That is its dewlap. Comeuppance. What is that? Retaliates with much greater force against the opponent that last inflict damage on it. That really does sound like some comeuppance. Get rid of Lick. Why do we still have Lick? I know it paralyzes and it's a different type, but why do we still have Lick? Now we gotta switch out Mabostiff for something. Tadbulb! You get in the party. We need one of you evolved to fill out the Pokedex more. Yes! At last! What? At last what? At last. Hey! Hey, you there! You're mine! Once I defeat you, you'll be another feather in my cap. But what does that even mean? Why are they giving me so much to think about tonight? Guillermo. Meaning of another feather in my cap. Close combat. We're still faster. Okay, that makes sense. The term of a feather in your cap is a English idiomatic phrase believed to have derived from the general custom in some cultures of a warrior adding a new feather to their headgear for every enemy slain. I think that makes sense. Also, we're sending out Fluttermane. Again. Alright, Pokemon. Please stop giving me things to think about. It is 2:45 in the morning. I don't need to think too hard about what's going on and idiomatic phrases and who invented what. And why you can't be at the same place on the same beach. But at different places on the same beach, talking about when are they gonna get here? How are you still alive? All right, who next? Electros. There's not really a good choice. It doesn't have a weakness. Unless you somehow ground it. Then it has a weakness. Dazzling Gleam. Oh, hey, that works. I'm happy with that. Looks like we may never know. No, I figured it out. Now I'm thinking, what the heck is the song Yankee Doodle about? Because, you know, Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap, and called him macaroni. That's truly the weird part. So I'm guessing Yankee Doodle just got done winning a war or battle against somebody. That's the best I can make of it. So I looked up the whole Yankee Doodle thing. And there's so much to read about it that I don't care anymore. So if you want to figure out the whole thing behind Yankee Doodle, go for it. However, I did not know that Yankee Doodle was like the state song for Connecticut. That's something I picked up on. Have I battled enough people for your satisfaction? Apparently. Ooh, Stone Edge. Thank you. I really need to evolve another Gimme Ghoul. That or find one that has good EVs and IVs. If only this dude could cross the sea. Lend me a Pokemon so that it can take me across the sea. How far are you trying to go, Julio? Oh yeah, you would never make it across the sea with a Flareon. I was just at a Pokemon Center and Tauros is still paralyzed. Why am I not doing what is best for my Pokemon? Why did they make Flareon so bad where it is... It just doesn't make sense how its attack is boosted and it's not a physical attacker. Like, really, they made it a physical attacker without physical attacking moves. That's like a fumble. Ampharos? Looks like I'm sunk. Just go catch yourself a water Pokemon, dude. Just go. Get a Magikarp. Raise it up. Right on a Gyarados. There's a lot of things you could do. Huh. Those are cool. Wood Ear Pokemon. Ground Grass type. Height 2'11". Weight 27.8 pounds. It weighs that much with those skinny legs? Tozucool lives in muggy forests. The flaps that fall from its body are chewy and very delicious. So yeah, got that in a surprise trade. I'm not keeping it. Been out east? No. I live on the east coast of the United States. The only place further out east is... well, the Eastern Hemisphere. And I've never left the United States. Sadly. One of Team Star's bases is off to the east of here. So scary. Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah, I've been out there. Wait, how do you say his name? Adix? Ow. Why is Lucha always Naruto running? Talonflame. You know what, Inteleon? Get out of here. You need some time in the sun. Besides, you're not the only water starter that we got now. Now that we just got a Froakie that we could breed with. Snipe Shy! All he did was point. Imagine someone pointed at you and you just got knocked out. You have to be really strong. I guess if I was as strong as you, I wouldn't need to be scared, even of Team Star. Oh, so you're scared of them. Gotcha. This is a Pokedex entry. What's his name? Frostmoth? Yep. Frostmoth, the Frost Moth Pokemon. Ice bug type. Height 4'3", weight 92.6 pounds. Frostmoth senses air currents with its antenna. It sends its scales drifting on frigid air, making them fall like snow. I don't even have a Smoom yet. I do need to finish up this Pokedex. I also need to finish up this recording. It's 3 o'clock. I took a melatonin gummy like 45 minutes ago, and I'm feeling it. You've come a good long way since setting out from the academy, haven't you? I could say the same about you, old man. Pedro. Orangu. An Oranguru. Let's see. Let's just stab him here. Sorry, dude, but you can't actually stand up against me. But what do you got? Whale. Forget about it. Whaley. Toros. Go out there and show them what you got. Here's a question. Can trainers that you battle have shiny Pokemon? Just like random trainers? Like you have that chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon and that chance ends up being a Pokemon that a trainer owns? I think that would be interesting. Not saying that I want that to happen because then I might get depressed, but actually I probably shouldn't because I've caught quite a few shiny Pokemon. Hasn't it felt like shiny Pokemon catching has become a lot easier in the past few generations? At least since Gen 8. Oh no, to be honest, I barely caught shiny Pokemon in Gen 8. I caught a shiny Charizard and a shiny Greedent. And then was handed a shiny Zeraora. I don't think I got any other shinies in that game. I played that game a lot. I did battle a bunch of people in here already. I haven't battled this kid yet. I was thinking I battled probably most of the people here in this bamboo forest. Gosh, I feel like a buffoon. I thought the thing I saw was just a mushroom, but it was alive. Do you see a mongoose? Wait, are they even out here? Wait, yeah, they are out here. I remember. That's Power Gem. I haven't Power Gem anything yet. Wait, what does that mean? What was that thing about Power Gem being charged? Take that, Ali. Guess there really are fungus among us. These falls, what about them? These falls are said to be quite famous. I'll help commemorate your visit with a fine battle. My visit to the falls have already been commemorated, Bianca, by the fact that I caught Ting Liu. I think that's the one that was here? The fish beads. You're not going to be very much commemoration. Sorry. After this battle, I got 3 more to do, and then I'm ending it off. I'd say I'm ecstatic for it, but not really. Kind of too tired to be ecstatic. I have nothing good to go up against this. Florgus! Power Gem? That was a crit and you're fine? If you're gonna do that, I'm definitely going to Dazzling Gleam next. Anything else? No? Cool. What do you guys say about the commemoration? Got so worked up, the sweat was pouring down my back like a cascade. TMI. TMI. Pro wrestling? Yeah, that's what the Team Star leader here is all about. You youngins call that flashy sport pro wrestling, right? Is it popular among your set these days? I don't know. I've never been a fan. Anna Maria. I remember one time when I was in church years and years ago, back when it was a country Baptist church that I went to. I remember running sound and the pastor went and made a comment about pro wrestling or WWE. That counts, right? I don't know. I've never been a fan. Yeah, he said something about it, and then the person sitting next to me just yells out one of the wrestlers' names, flexes, and goes, "Woo!" at the end of it. And I just kind of like sat there in astonishment and fear of why is this 40-year-old man so into this? Like, I don't remember who it was he said, so I'll just go with, because of course his name is known, the Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just say that was what he said. I don't think it was what he said, though. But he was like, Stone Cold Steve Austin, whoa! I was just kind of like, what are you doing right next to me? What was that? You're scaring me right now. I'm just here humbly trying to run the sound, and you're yelling out woo and excitement about WWE. Yeah, I never got it. Never understood the enthusiasm behind it. If you're with it, cool. Good for you. Me personally, I don't get it. I don't get a lot of things, though. So really, don't take it personally. You're all out of Pokemon, right? Cool. It seems you're a pro at Pokemon battles. Yeah, that's something I've been into ever since I was like 7. I want to say 6, but I can't be sure. So at least 7. This next person I'm looking for is up at the falls, aren't they? Or on their way to the falls. Wait, have I battled them? No, I haven't. I'll show you. Hold on, let me do this surprise trade first. Wrong button. This is about to be a Pokedex entry. Registered Gengar, Shadow Pokemon, Ghost Poison type, height 4'11", weight 89.3 pounds. To steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity. Well then, that's dark. Hey, now I have the whole Ghastly family. Registered. Alright, so what's she gonna show me? I'm super strong. I'll show you. Go for it. You're challenged by Alexia, the model. Why am I behind her now? Handled. I can go with either one of these two. I'm going Psyshock, though. Toros. I have to know, I'm looking at the map of Paldea right now, and there's all these purple splotches all around these mountains that we're in right now. And I've seen them, I've pointed them out before. They're just kind of like shiny, like that right there, that spike coming out. What is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like drop kick? Is that supposed to be like drop kick, but you just switch out the D for a T? But yeah, is that just supposed to be like the same crystal that's used for carouselization, but it's like surfaced and lost its power? So now it's just become this dull, shiny rock that points out of the mountains. Going back to Flutter Mane. I'm yawning a lot right now. Luckily, there's only one more trainer to go after this. Sorry to be playing sleepy, but I do feel like it actually generates more content in a way. Because then you get to see another side of me. A side of me that could be a little bit more zany, because I find that the tired side of me gets a bit more zany. Doesn't talk with more energy, but the things that I say kind of get out there. Get unpredictable. I remember I've run a fitness class before on a lack of sleep, and for some reason, I was just energetic for the whole entire class. And it was very uncharacteristic of me, but the music was playing, and I was just like, you know what? I feel it. Yeah, I'm tired. Doing the whole description of the dude at church woke me up, and now I'm going right back to sleep again. I am fighting to keep my eyes open. And admittedly, the slurring is a little bit forced. But not completely, because I keep yawning till... I would usually not do this, take a melatonin before playing, but I wanted to get this done, and it's about time for me to go to bed. It's actually past time for me to go to bed. I've been playing for an hour now. You beat me! You don't have to be happy about that. It's okay to be mad, upset, aggravated. I'm trying to think of more synonyms. Alright. Tauros is back out front. Yeah, I can't stop yawning. Thought I picked up this item. I guess I didn't. I probably shouldn't have picked up that item. I don't find it worth it. I feel like I've been traded a toxicity before. But I guess not. Maybe it was a Toxel I was traded. Toxtricity, punk Pokemon, electric poison, low-key form. Height 5'3", weight 88.2 pounds. Many youths admire the way this Pokemon listlessly picks fights, keeps its cool no matter what opponent it faces. Isn't its form based on its nature? Could you change its form if you change its nature? All of a sudden, I want to do an experiment. At the same time, not right now. Hiara. There's something running on me, but it's not loaded in. I got my black belt through an online course. You can do that? Fernando. You can get a black belt on an online course. That feels weird, like when people become ordained ministers online and now can officiate weddings. The officiate weddings part is the part that gets me. It's just like, I took a course online, now I can marry you. It's just like, Why are you able to marry us after just taking a course online? If that's the case, why is not everybody doing this course online? Wouldn't anybody want to be able to have the power to marry two people together? You're not marrying them. You could. But then you can't officiate. Someone else has to officiate. Galley. Buttermain. Now that I think about it, Gallade is completely weak to Fluttermane, isn't it? Dazzling Gleam. Phantom Force. Side Shock is just going to come out even. Really? You have to do that now? This is the end of the recording for me, and you want to prolong it. I don't want to prolong it. You still have more Pokemon? Let me see it. It's just a regular Tauros. Not anything special about it. Come back when you got something special about your Tauros. Like mine. Mine has fire typing and has its tail twisted up. And it has red horns and it's pretty. Yours is basic. What do you guys say? Wait, this stuff is way harder in real life. Or that's a question. I guess so. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm gonna finish up with this final surprise trade. If it's something good, you'll see it. If not, this is the end. This is the end. I wanted to say that point at the camera, but I wasn't pointing at the camera. I'd say not, but it's a Pokedex entry, so we're sticking around to read it. Pessimian. Teamwork Pokemon. Fighting type. Height 6'7". Still need another 2 inches to reach my height. Weight 182.5 pounds. And you need about 50 pounds to reach my weight too. 60 pounds. 60 pounds. This Pokemon battles by throwing hard berries. You want to be a trainer who throws Pokeballs without skill. So you gotta have an arm on you. It's time for bed.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K wet working. The roaches get the rays spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably